One LP.
I am feeling super excited already. Looking forward for a great conversation where young people, young girls, women are able to learn and unlearn certain things about period poverty, stigma, and discrimination. Also, super excited that I have the opportunity to make my nails and about to have a perfect makeover and looks all pretty, pretty. Yeah, it's going to be a good day, and I'm really so excited.
One LP.
Let's get right to it. My guest today is Fatoumata Sanneh. Fatoumata, tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you so much, Jennifer and Barry Breakers Corner. I am so honored to receive the invitation. And happy Women's Day to every woman out there, and to you, Jennifer, you look so beautiful. First of all, my name is Fatoumata Sanneh, and every other person out there might call me Fateemah or Afa Bintu or Afa Baby. I go by all those names. I am the founder of Fateemah's Path Drive, an initiative set up in 2019 that provides period products, sexual and reproductive health education to young girls going to school, women in vulnerable places like prison and in the Tanka Tanka unit. I am a student of the University of the Gambia, majoring in political science, and I live in Manjinari. But I am from Banjul, born and raised. I'm looking forward for a fruitful and very wonderful conversation with you, Jenna, today. Thank you.
The pleasure is all mine. An amazing person. I've known her for weeks, but amazing. Now, Fatoumata, tell us about Fateemah's Path Drive and how it started.
Thank you so much, Jenna, for the question. So, when I was 12 years old, I experienced my period for the first time with little or no knowledge about period. Because I grew up in an extended family where my aunties or people that are older than me don't talk about period. Or when they send you to the shop to buy them pads, you have to hide it like it's sort of something illegal.
Yeah.
So I started my period and I was hiding it from the whole family. Mind you, there was a time I even fasted when I was in my period.
Wow.
Just because I don't want people to know
Yeah.
what like I have experienced my period or
Yeah.
I was going through,
Yeah.
you know. So, growing up, I have talked to other privileged girls like me about their periods, and I learned that we were all experiencing the same stuff, like lack of sanitary products. Some of us we were even using rags, soaps, toilet papers, just to sustain our flow. So I realized that period poverty is a thing in the Gambia, but I couldn't stand up and fight for myself and other girls because I was afraid of the backlashes that would come at me because period is such a stigma, it's a taboo too. But growing up, I realized that this thing is still going on. And then I remember there was a time I wish I had someone that would fight for me. So I said, why not? Why can't I just, stand up and say it's enough, like women and girls deserve to bleed with dignity, like they don't have to be shamed, and period poverty should just be a thing of the past.
Yes.
So that was when I established Fateemah's Pad Drive in 2019 to provide period products and sexual and reproductive health education to school-going girls, women in vulnerable places like Tanka, like women in prison, because they deserve to know. And I don't also want young girls to go through infection, because being young, when I was younger and I was using these rags, these toilet papers, I was going through infection. I was itching. So, I don't want young girls to go through the same thing. This is why Fateemah's Pad Drive was established in 2019.
I am overwhelmed. Some of these things you're saying, I did not know of. I am new to it. And I'm glad that I've met you and then I could get to know about these stories that are happening. But do tell us, why are you so passionate about this?
I think it is because I have experienced it and I know how it feels like to want something or to need, because period products are to need something and not being able to afford it. So, which is why I think this is the thing that when I am doing it, I feel very proud of myself. I feel liberated, talking about period and everywhere. I feel like the younger me will be proud of who I am right now. So when I give this sanitary pads to girls and put smiles on their face, when Fateemah's Pad Drive visits schools for sensitization, and we hear the stories, I'm glad that I could help. So personally, I am pushing it anything that has to do with girls and women. I am a feminist. Whatever concerns girls and women,
you're in for.
Yeah, I'm in for it. So I think that's it. Even though I have brothers, like 6 of them, and I am the only girl. I think I have sisters too, not by blood, but then sisters at heart, sisters, some people that I can turn to. So whatever concerns women and girls, I am in for it. Yeah.
And how has the journey been so far?
It has been challenging, honestly, it has been. Because period is seen as something very dirty and something that is taboo in our society. So imagine talking about it openly, to change the narrative, to defy the odds. People come at you. Do you have some people trying to motivate you, saying like, okay, you're doing very well. But you have other people that are saying that will tell you like, you're just wasting your time. Or you're just idle, or you're not doing something right, or this is not our culture. Some people will even tell you like, you as a hijab, like I am a hijab. Hijab, this should be something that is, so should be private, So I am coming out openly to talk about it. So I face challenges like that, and I face challenges like funding and transportations. It's never easy, but I think even in life, living is not easy.
It's not.
Yeah, the only time the person got to rest is when the person is normal. So that is fine. It's part of the job.
Yeah, definitely. And have you received any good comments or testimonies from any of those girls?
Of course. And because it keeps me going. It keeps me going. Young girls are always coming to me with, messages. I feel very happy. Like, I think where I was like years ago and where I am right now is different because of these young girls. I mean, they're so amazing. They come to you, they ask you questions. And what I love about this whole journey is that girls are proud of their periods. They can stand up and say, I'm bleeding. They can miss school and the teacher will ask them and they will say, I'm on my period, instead of just say, I have headache, or I'm going to, they can just say, I'm on my period. Girls can go to the shop and buy pads openly without having to go to another junction or another junction just for them to not meet someone they know. So I think I am very, very happy about it, and I am so glad that girls are coming to me openly without fear. Without the fear of being judged or something like that. So it's like a sisterhood bond between me and the girls. So I love it.
I would also like to ask, have you gone beyond combos? Have you gone out to the rural areas as well?
Yes. We have gone to the rural. We have gone to Amitage. We have gone to Gunjur, to Jereng, Katong, you name it. We have been to rural Gambia.
And what have the experiences been like?
Um,
compared to the urban
urban
ladies
area.
in the urban areas, yes.
they're horrible. But but don't be carried away by those people being on the ruler, and they're all the same.
Okay.
We have young people in the urban area too that have no
The
knowledge
same.
about periods. The problem is we don't talk about periods at home. We
Yeah.
don't talk about sexual education at home. We don't even talk about our body. We call our body parts we use euphemisms.
Yes.
You call your period something else like duty, palm
Yeah,
oil. You call it
definitely.
wonjo. So we don't even talk about these things
Yeah,
at home.
yeah,
So children everywhere in the Gambia are not comfortable to talk about periods. Conversation around periods are taboo. So when you start your period, your mom will tell you, be careful for guys not to touch you
Yes.
because you will be pregnant.
Yeah.
Those are half-baked information.
Those are things a lot of us have
And
been
they're
told.
very dangerous,
A lot of
you
us
know.
have been told.
Very dangerous. I can tell you a story. When my mom told me, like, if a guy touches me when I was younger, I will get pregnant. I was just starting my period then. My period had to skip for like 3 months, and I was in the same
Wow.
class with boys.
Wow.
Yeah, because when you start your period, sometimes it's
It happens. Yeah. Yeah.
you know. And I was in the same class with boys, and I was sitting with them
Yeah,
in class.
yeah.
So when my period skipped, obviously I was like, I am pregnant.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital, at polyclinic, and then I went to the doctor, and he asked me, "Why are you here?" I said my period skipped. Said, "Are you pregnant?" I said,
I think so.
"I think so." Said, "If you are pregnant, then why
Right.
just tell me you're pregnant?" I said,
Yeah.
"I'm not sure." Said, "What do you mean you're not sure? If you're not pregnant, then you should
Why
know."
are you here? Yeah.
But then, so the doctor said, "Okay, come here." He did a pregnancy test for me, and I was not
Pregnant. Yeah.
So he said, "Go home." I went home, and I was still confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what is going on with me? I have to ask my home's economics, Mrs. Lewis, question about it, and
Yeah.
that was when I was
You realized.
comfortable enough.
Yeah.
But trust me, there were nights I didn't sleep because I
Oh,
thought I
you were
was pregnant. So I was so
It's not
traumatized.
just you,
So
yeah.
it's not just about our parents, but the health workers too.
Yeah.
They have to be clear with us.
Yes.
What's special? I was young. I was
Yeah.
just 12.
Yeah.
So that person could have told me, your period, it's normal for your period to
Yes,
skip because you're
definitely.
just starting.
Yes. Yes.
But we don't have those information.
Yes. Yes.
And they are very dangerous, hiding this information from us.
Yeah.
So Fateemah's Path Drive
Yeah.
also making this information accessible
Okay.
for young girls,
Okay.
school-going girls, both online and offline.
Offline.
Yeah.
Okay. And you did mention that there's a sexual and health education on these things. If you might like to touch on those things, on menstruation as well, just a bit of it.
Yeah, when we talk about sexual and reproductive health education, we're talking about how girls and boys should understand how their body works. And menstruation is like the blood that exit. When girls bleed every month, every 28 days, it is obvious that once you are healthy, you'll menstruate.
Yeah.
And without period blood, we wouldn't be here talking right now,
No,
Jenaba.
no.
So we are only possible because of period, So it's okay to tell people that periods are not disgusting. They're something very normal, In other countries, when you're seeing your period, you don't sleep in the room. In Gambia, in some house, if you're seeing your period, you don't cook.
Wow.
You don't step on the praying mat.
Wow.
Because all of these are taboos. In Gambia, there's certain part of the country, when you're seeing your period and you're a married woman, you don't enter your husband's
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
You have to sleep somewhere separately. All this is because of the taboos. So what we do most of the time is raise awareness
Okay.
how these taboos affects the life of young girls and women. Sexual and reproductive health is important for girls to know, because most of the time we assume that using condom will just prevent us from getting pregnant,
Yes.
but we have infections like UTI, STD, AIDS. So young girls should be taught all of this.
Yes.
Young girls should be taught to understand their bodies.
Yes.
So but it's very important to normalize this conversation even at home,
Yes.
even at your house. Have a sexual education with your kids. It doesn't mean like you're encouraging them to go into the act,
no.
but you are actually guiding them
Yes,
to know what
yes.
you have to
Awareness.
step and what to do, because sometimes so yarut xale bi si mbedd bi si biir kër bi mbedd bi dina ko yar, which is very bad.
That's true. Yeah.
Honest.
So I think we're at the end of this, but before that, what advice do you have for the ladies, women? What advice would you give?
What advice I have for young girls and for myself personally? It is not shameful to have UTI. It is not shameful to have STD. It is not shameful to go to the doctors and report cases that you're facing. Whenever you have question regarding your body, ask.
Okay.
Because it is better to know earlier and get a cure than to wait until it's late. You know, let's not be ashamed to ask questions regarding our bodies.
Okay.
And to the parents, both men and women, your child, when she's 12 or she's 11, some people even say their menstruation at 9, whether she's telling you or not, you know she deserves period products.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously. You know she needs guiding and counseling. So please talk to your children at home. Talk to your your boys too. Tell them about menstruation, that it's not disgusting. You know, they should know. Because you know what, there was this boy that told me, like, when we went to one of these schools, that her mom told her, like, if he sees a period blood of his sister, then his future wife will be barren.
Oh my God.
I'm like, how I was trying to
connect the dots,
but it doesn't make sense. You know, because you're even yet to meet your future wife. How would you be barren just because you've seen a period blood? How about the doctors that are seeing period blood all the time at the hospital?
Definitely.
And period poverty is a thing. It's happening in the Gambia. Like, you go to some places, students or girls are using their clothes to sustain their period blood. Some are using leaves. Some are using cottons. Do you think using anything just to sustain the blood? And what this does is it leads to serious infection. It leads to trauma. Because when your period is coming, you have to be thinking, what am I going to use? I can remember vividly when I started my period, I wasn't sleeping that night. Every minute I would turn in to see if I am staying anywhere, you know, just to avoid people knowing or people getting suspicious. So, but when we make this period conversation around period open, I don't think girls will be even ashamed to talk about it.
No, they wouldn't.
You know, they will be able to move freely with that. So yes, Fateemah's Part Drive is really doing a very good job, and it's not just me. We're a team of girls, and we're all students. But then coming together and working has been really amazing. Definitely. We are here to defy the odds and breaking barriers.
Thank you so much, Fatoumata, for taking this time to be with us here, Barrier Breakers Corner. We appreciate you. We are grateful to have you and would not have had it any other way. Barrier Breakers Corner has a little gift for Fateemah's Part Drive, and that will be given shortly. But before that, what would you like to say?
Thank you so much, Janaba. I would like to say thank you so much to Barrier Breakers Corner. For being amazing throughout, for giving up. Like these gifts, from the shoes, the outfit, the veil, you know, and the makeover. I'm really appreciative for making me smile on Women's Day. It's actually a big thing for me. It means like I'm doing very well. And I'm very, very happy to be your guest here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Fatoumata. Now on to the gifts. We have something for Fateemah's Part Drive, like I said earlier. And it's not much, but something. Here we go. And another. That's a donation for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And hopefully we can do more of these, and a whole lot more of girls will have the opportunity to get these pads soon. A huge shout out to CEO of Barrier Breakers Corner, Joyce Dunker. You're not here, but your presence is highly felt. We appreciate you, and thank you for the wonderful job you're also doing. See you next time. We hope you enjoyed this show, and peace.